Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, definitely do me that solid. Click that like button, click the subscribe button, and follow me on my social media, Instagram and Twitter at A Connection TV. Now, I am about to give my unpopular opinion regarding Zaya Wade, formerly known as Dwyane Wade, I believe, is on social media in love, in a relationship, at the age of 14, during Easter, with her family, and apparently it's being reported, I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but definitely leave it in the comments, that Zaya's boyfriend is trans. So Zaya's boyfriend, I believe the name of the boyfriend is, her boyfriend's name is Huaze, Leo? Ways, I don't know how to pronounce that. We'll just say Leo. Apparently Leo transitioned from a girl to a boy. That's what people are reporting. I don't know if that's actually the case, but definitely leave the comments in below. Let me know. Inform me. Either way, it's been a huge hubbub about this because Zaya is 14 and Zaya should not be publicly kissing her boyfriend on social media. And I'm speaking from the realm of being a member of the LGBT, okay? I'm the G in the LGBT. I can't speak on trans situations because I'm not trans. I can only speak from my perspective about being gay. And our worlds are similar in the sense that we're coasting the same kind of plane with regards to being able to be ourselves. Let's just say that. Because I was going to say with regards to the ridicule that we receive, but it's different. It is different. We're hated both, but we're hated in a lot of different ways, in a lot of similar ways. Again, speaking from the black gay man's perspective, right? So hopefully in this video, you take a moment to hear me out. And if you do not agree with my unpopular opinion, you can leave your comments below. But when I was younger, I was around 5 years old when I knew that I was different. I was 5 years old when I experimented with the Latin boy from across the parking lot. I was living in the hood. I was living in the ghetto. I was living in Hartford. I didn't grow up with a Gabrielle Union rich mom and a Dwyane Wade rich dad, I didn't grow up with parents. I grew up with a parent. My mom, who obviously didn't want me to be gay, and damn for sure didn't allow me to express myself, freely in my newly found gayness, right? And so, not to give a whole, story about my life, because that's not what this is about. But when I was young, I knew that I liked boys. When I was young, I didn't have a stable household. And when I was young, I was confused in the sense of trying to figure out why what I liked was not okay, right? So this is all when I was young. I can imagine, having those thoughts and feelings, wanting to express yourself, being trans, born male and wanting to express yourself as female, or born female and wanting to express yourself or live as male, I would only try to imagine that those feelings are feelings that could be confusing to the mind, and especially if you're not in a household that supports those feelings or allows you to express those feelings, then a lot could happen to the mind. And I know for sure, it damn for sure happened to me because I felt lost, I felt wrong, I felt, lonely. And I felt like there was no one else like me around me, especially not in my neighborhood, but damn for sure not in my household. And it held me back. It really did. It trapped me in a sense of not wanting to be and forced to be an actor and be straight, or an actor and try to like girls. And what was my saving grace for me was trying to figure out what could be my balance per se. And that was art. Art kept it possible for me to be me and not have to worry about girls and kissing girls and dating girls and trying to get the girl and all of that. Like, I was the art dude in school, and art dudes were okay in my community where I was growing up. It was okay. It was like, oh, he an art dude. It ain't that he's gay. He's an art dude. But anyways, I felt really repressed and felt forced to figure out what would work for me so that I can get by. That is not the type of life that a child should have. And so as I go through, these articles about Zaya and her boyfriend, they are at a family gathering on Easter. Beautiful black, brown, melanated people in a loving, it seems, a loving, caring space. Zaya is it has the ability to get whatever she needs, live in a space where it's protected, to feel freely. I wish at 14 I could be free to express myself the way that I felt necessary, and it's like, wow, why is that so bad? A lot of you individuals out here having babies at 16 are having babies at 16 because you don't live in the space that Zaya lives in. And I'm not even talking about the financial space. I'm talking about the freedom of being able to express yourself and not hold back. Like, if you were able to talk to mommy and daddy about what it was to be pregnant and what it was to have sex and, what it was to have a boyfriend or whatever the case may be, you probably wouldn't have been pregnant at 16. Probably wouldn't have been, or what about those people that do have sex and they feel like they have to hide it anyway because they're not supposed to be having sex at this age? Like, I'm basically saying that the fact that Zaya and Leo posted their pictures on their social media, and I don't know where the kiss picture is. I can't seem to find the kiss picture, and I'm not following Leo to discover this picture. It's on social media, so I don't know who posted it and whatever, because it's not on Dwyane Wade's, Gabrielle Union's, or Zaya's Instagram. Maybe it's on Leo's. I don't know. But anyways, like, the fact that they're able to express themselves freely leads me to believe that if anything were to happen in their relationship, that they could talk to their parents about it. That's powerful. If you having to hide who you are and what you like and what you're supposed to be doing, and you're not supposed to be having sex at this age, and for God's sakes, there's a show called Teen Mom. Ugh. And it's successful and popular. Why is that? Because there's so many women out here who can relate to these women that are having babies. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? I don't understand that. This show is popular. What is it, like 19 seasons of this show? Like, I don't know. So I really don't understand why people are making it such a big deal. Like, Zaya is blessed to be black, to have both parents with her, and to be in it seems, healthy, stable, financially stable, structured household. Wow. Why can't every black family be like that? I would be a different man if my family was together, one. And if my family was accepting of me too. Like, I would be a whole different person. I'll probably be in another country. I don't know. Parents, it is your responsibility to ensure that your child, whether gay, trans, straight, whoever, understands that coming to you is a safe haven for them. They understand that they have the ability to discuss anything with you. Why is that difficult? And why are we black people on this soapbox about what age it is that you should and you shouldn't? And a lot of the individuals that are so against this public display of affection at this age had to hide their shit. And a lot of them aren't living as well as Zaya is now because of the way their parents raised them. No shade. Not saying that everyone is off with 15 babies by now, but there are a lot of individuals that have had hard lives and hard truths, to deal with because they had to repress themselves, whether straight or otherwise. The way that we were brought up is not necessarily the best way. And let's just say, okay, that's what it was then. Times have changed. Even when your parents raised you, they're not, for the most part, always raising you the way their parents raised them. So times have changed, and change is good. Change is necessary in this world that we live in. OMG. And, it's because of the age. It's because of the age. Y'all were doing some crazy things at the age you just had to hide it. So you would rather Zaya go about her life hiding it from her parents and sneaking and creeping around. Some of you were going out the window at night to do your thing, thizzle for shizzle my nizzle, and coming back in the morning and parents weren't even the wiser. I bet y'all ain't got the life that Zaya got. I'm just saying, I wish that I was in a space to where I was living with both parents and I was able to express myself and not repress myself. So I think it's a beautiful thing. I think that if anything happens in the relationship, I'm hoping that Leo has the same parenting structure to where he can, discuss it, and Zaya clearly does. And Zaya is a beautiful young lady. I support it. And unfortunately, it might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't give two Fs. I am a gay black man that wishes my mom allowed me to be myself back at that age. I just know I would be a different person now. She didn't protect me from anything. She didn't shield me from anything. She didn't explain things to me. She didn't give me the knowledge about what it was to like, to love. I had to discover it all on my own because unfortunately, the like and the love that I wanted to, explore wasn't reminiscent of hers. It didn't mirror hers, So who do I learn from? Who do I experience from? Where do I gain my knowledge? Because this world is telling me I'm incorrect. So what do I do? Straight people need to put themselves in that bubble. Ask yourselves those questions. How would you respond to that? And a lot of you can't. Because even if you were my age, you would be able to say, hey, mom, I like this guy, or hey, mom, I like this girl. And they would indulge. But you can't be a little boy saying that you like a little boy. Or you can't be a girl saying that you like a girl. And damn for sure can't be trans, So what about us? How do we get out of that? That's my question. That is my question to you. And she's too young. She's too young. I don't know. It's just crazy how people are still stuck in a mindset of prison, of captivity, of limits, in a world that still holds certain groups in their adulthood and those same three things: captivity, imprisonment, and limits. The world needs to evolve, and I'm glad that Gabrielle Union and Dwyane Wade are allowing Zaya to express herself freely without feeling like she has to deal with limits. It's a beautiful thing, and I just wish that all parents would do that. Some of y'all would have ended up better. A lot of y'all wouldn't be in prison. A lot of y'all wouldn't be drug addicts. A lot of y'all would have finished school, or could be in a profession that is really doing you well financially now. People fail to realize that the way we were brought up is the way we ended up. And that's not always good. That is definitely not always good. It is the parents' responsibility, again, to ensure that their child's life is one where they can freely express themselves, and learn from the parent. I'm Wesley, and this is my unpopular opinion. Definitely leave comments below and let me know how you feel. Deuces.